Welcome to Clark County. I'm Doug Lasher, Clark County Treasurer. As your county treasurer, I am responsible for receiving and accounting of revenue, collection of property taxes, special assessments and fees for the state and local governments, disbursements of funds to the state and local governments, cash management including the investment of monies until they are spent, and the management of the county and other local governments' bond payments. The treasurer provides these treasury services for school districts, fire districts, library district, educational service district, Port of Camas-Washougal, cemetery districts, drainage districts, diking district, and other taxing districts. The elected county treasurer is a constitutional officer and thereby receives his or her authority from the state legislature. Now that you know what the responsibilities of the county treasurer are, the next question would be, why is there only one treasurer for local governments? Or another way to ask that question is, how does the Clark County treasurer add value to the taxing districts and other governmental entities? The county treasurer provides county-wide treasury services with efficiency and expertise, centralizes collection, reduces local government financial services costs to the county taxpayers, increases interest earnings through investment pooling, improves cash flow funding, lowers banking service costs through volume discounts, eliminates overlapping staff for treasury management services, adds internal controls, provides financial analysis on projects upon request by the districts, provides budget assistance in areas such as revenue projections and debt service payments. The treasurer is part of the checks and balances in administration of public finance. Now I'd like to invite you to learn something about what our staff does in a typical day. The treasurer's office is on the second floor of the Public Service Center, which is located at 1300 Franklin Street in downtown Vancouver. We also have a remittance processing center located at the Clark Public Utilities main office. The remittance processing center is actually where our day starts.
Before sunup, an employee picks up mail at the post office and delivers it to the remittance center. The staff from the treasurer's office and Clark Public Utilities start immediately processing payments received in the mail. Much of the equipment used is computerized. Clark County also provides payment processing services for 7 other public utilities and cities. There are a number of benefits in the operation of a joint remittance processing center besides sharing costs. These include increased payment and posting accuracy, improved cash flow by reducing processing time between delivery of the mail and depositing of payments, and increase staff productivity by freeing personnel from the labor-intensive process of manually handling mail and payments. More than 5 million items were processed by the Remittance Center in 2008. Back at the Public Service Center, Finance Department employees begin arriving on the second floor about 7 a.m. The investment officer reads the economic news of the day and determines investment strategy options for the $500 million investment portfolio, which is made up of 40 local governments and agencies. In 2008, over $15 million in interest earnings were distributed to the investment pool participants, which helps stretch the tax dollar for needed public services. The cash management team also begins their daily activities downloading bank data, reconciling daily bank activity, transferring funds, and updating the online banking system used by county departments, cities, and other service providers. The Deputy Treasurer provides general administrative oversight of the tax, service, and finance departments, as well as working on financing projects for the county. Starting at 8 a.m., the rest of the finance team arrives and starts working on accounting transactions, financial reporting, investment pool activities, and debt management, which includes managing various debt and bond issues, bond payments, and compliance with federal and state regulatory requirements. Each year, more than $10 billion in receipts and disbursements from and to taxpayers, federal, state, and 40 local governments, which are accounted for in 470 funds in the Treasurer's office. The Tax Service Department on the second floor provides behind-the-scenes customer service in the following areas: collection and receipting of all tax, assessment, and general receipt deposits, refunding overpayments from cancellation of assessed values and senior exemptions, providing information on tax and assessments on property owner accounts, delinquent tax collection including property tax foreclosure sales. Now let's visit the Joint Customer Service Lobby where direct services are provided to the public. But first, a brief history of the Joint Customer Service Lobby. Our Customer Service Lobby was unique for a county and the state of Washington as the first one-stop service center for property-related transactions. The goal for the three offices in designing the customer service area was to provide an efficient one-stop location that was friendly and provided a sense of privacy for our customers and easy access to public records. A number of circumstances came together that made the customer service lobby possible. First of all, there was the opportunity to plan new office space because of the Public Service Center building on the county campus. Second, there was a committed leadership from the county assessor, county auditor, county treasurer, and the county commissioners. And third, legislation was required to allow the integration of customer service activities among the three offices. The three offices of the assessor, auditor, and treasurer by law have distinct responsibilities, but each play a governmental role in property transaction activities. The county auditor's recording department records documents such as mortgages, deeds of trusts, and also issues marriage licenses. The assessor is responsible for setting the values of all real and personal property, creating the tax roll, and administering senior exemption and current use programs. In the customer service lobby, the treasurer provides the cashiering role by collecting property taxes, real estate excise taxes, other fees and special assessments, and deposits from other county departments. The treasurer is like a government bank. Though located together, each office plays an important role in the checks and balances of county government. Between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. of each day, the joint lobby on the second floor of the Public Service Center is open for customers, except for Wednesdays when the doors open at 9 a.m. due to staff meetings. The joint lobby is staffed by employees from the Treasurer's Office, the Auditor's Office, and the Assessor's Office. The close proximity of these three offices has many benefits, including the coordination of workflow, better communication between offices, and one-stop service for customers wanting to obtain a marriage license or property information, record a document, or pay their taxes, assessments, and/or fees. Through a numbered queuing system, customers are directed to the customer service representative who is trained to handle their specific needs. We also have a public self-help area for visitors researching the public records of the three offices. Whether reviewing, strategizing, or administering investments, and financing issues, or the administering of the tax collection process, staff is constantly working to improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the Treasurer's Office. The Assessor's administration, appraisers, and data management staff are located in the southwest corner of the floor, and the Geographical Information System, GIS department, is in the northeast corner of the floor. Also, GIS has a map store where people can purchase various types of county maps. Behind the front lobby counter, there are a number of cubicles divided among the three offices. These areas include GIS's Land Records section, the Auditor's Recording Department, and the Assessor's Senior Exemption and Deferral Programs, Current Use, Mobile Homes, and General Assessment Information. Again, the proximity of the three offices allow for better communication, coordination, and workflow. Through technology, the Assessor's and Treasurer's new integrated property tax collection system also adds to improved coordination between the offices. In part of the southeast corner of the second floor is the Real Estate Excise Tax and Recording Room, document scanning and preparation for indexing activities. This room is where the title companies drop off their work for processing by the Treasurer's and Auditor's staff. Having staff from the two offices physically located next to each other helps improve the workflow in the processing of real estate excise tax work. The new property tax collection system this year will tie into the Auditor's recording system, which will provide complete end-to-end electronic processing of the real estate excise tax and the recording of documents. This will speed up the process and improve the accuracy of the transaction for the title companies, financial institutions, and the property owners. So where does all the money collected to the county treasurer go? The money goes to the state and local governments to pay for the public services that were either approved by the state legislature, city councils, or board of commissioners as authorized after the adoption of their budgets or voted on by the taxpayers. The monies provided public services such as jails, superior courts, elections, recording documents, child abuse prevention, alcohol and drug abuse, 911 emergency center, county maps, geographical information, traffic safety, treatment referral, animal control, land use regulation, auto vehicle licenses, autopsies, park trails, public health, restaurant safety inspections, septic system and wells safety inspections, mosquito control, inspecting swimming and water recreation facilities, cleanup of illegal waste sites, monitoring, preventing, and controlling communicable diseases, HIV services, immunization services, emergency preparedness, Board of Equalization, property assessed value appeals, building codes, code enforcement, building permits, county fairgrounds, Clark County Historical Museum, Clark County Railroad, Clark County Youth Commission, Fire Marshal, community planning, housing and energy programs, mental health programs, veterans services, developmental disabilities, handling complaints, barking dogs, building code violations, environmental hazards, fire safety hazards, offender compliance monitoring, corrections department, CVTV, district court, diversion adult and juvenile, drug programs, prosecuting attorney, contractual garbage and recycling services, facilities maintenance, juvenile services, judges, law library, libraries, licenses, maintenance of bridges, drainage, Chalachi Prairie Railroad, parks, road signs, sidewalks, over 2,000 miles of roads, stormwater facilities, death certificates, name changes, accounting of public funds, human resource management, criminal investigations, regional parks, weed management, conservation land programs, waste water treatment, zoning, emergency services, fire, police, ambulance, rescue, educating 67,000 K-12 students in Clark County, burial operations of cemetery districts, economic development and job creation through port districts, indigent defense, school transportation, community colleges, environmental services, state universities. And a lot more is provided by your tax dollars to make your community a healthy, safe, and prosperous place to live with good educational, social, and recreational opportunities for everyone to have a happy life.
This is the end of our tour, and it's time to go home. If you have any questions about the Treasurer's Office, please contact us at 360-397-2252 or go to our website at www.clark.wa.gov/treasure. Good night.